This is so good.
Hey everybody, how's it going? So today I'm gonna go and check out Lagoon Chinese restaurant, and I want to give a really big shout out to Food Fiend, who actually went and did a review on this restaurant. So please go and check her channel out. I'm gonna go and leave her information in the description box down below, and make sure you go and check her out and subscribe to her page. Help her reach 500 subscribers. I think by this time she'll probably have 500 already. If not, help her reach 600 subscribers. But I'm gonna go in and get my food right now, so I'll be right back. All right, everybody, so I just found a place to park. So I'm at the parking lot of Nico's, if you're familiar with that. So there's a lot of construction work that's being done outside the Lagoon Chinese restaurant, and it's actually right off Lagoon Drive. I didn't even know they existed until I saw Food Fiend's video about it. And it looks like it's attached to like some kind of hotel or motel that's right there. I didn't even know they had one over there. So it's really close to the airport. And I was looking up the Yelp reviews on this place, and they actually have 4 stars, which was really surprising to me because a lot of times, you know, Chinese restaurants aren't really known to have good customer service, or like, I think a lot of times it's because of the customer service that the ratings on Yelp isn't very good. But yeah, so I'm excited to try this out. So the first plate that I'm gonna try out for you guys is let's see here, the roast pork and char siu plate. Okay, so I got the 2 choice combo, and it comes with roast pork and char siu, and it has some choy sum as well right here. So let's go and take a look at the char siu. So this is the char siu. So it doesn't look too dry. Like, you know, some places that I've tried, the char siu is really dry. So this looks pretty moist. Nice thick pieces. Let's try this out. Okay, so the char siu is pretty good. I don't know if it's that particular piece that I got, but it's tender. It's not too chewy. You know, like some other places, I really hate it when I get char siu and it's like too lean and dried out, you know, and it's kind of chewy. But this one has the right amount of fat to protein to it, and there's some sweetness to it as well, more so than other char siu places that I've tried. So let me try a different area. Thumbs up for the char siu. You know, this plate reminds me of the time when I made a video on Asian mix on Beretana Street. So if you haven't seen that video yet, check the description box down below and I'll link it. I know some of you guys like the burnt pieces at the end. My wife really loves the end pieces that's kind of burnt. And then you got some choy sum to kind of keep it healthy. Okay, moving on to the roast pork. Okay, so the roast pork isn't too fatty at all. So if you look at this, there's not really much fat to it, but it's really soft and tender. The only thing I wish was that it was a little bit more crunchy for the skin, but it might be that, like, I'm sure it would have been really crunchy if it was pulled straight out of the oven. But I really love how tender it is, and it's not too salty. You know, some other places that I've tried with their roast pork, it's really salty, and maybe it's just me, but like, I don't like my foods like way too salty. But I did get a special plate for you guys that does have a salted fish in it, so you guys will see that soon. But let me take another bite of this. That's actually really good roast pork. Okay, so I tried the roast pork and the char siu at Asian mix as well, and man, this is a really big toss-up for me. So I don't know, I might have to go to Asian Mix again and then do another review of them. Okay, so let's go try the next plate. Okay, so the next plate I got is the cold ginger chicken and roast duck. So we got some dark meat for the cold ginger chicken, which I like. And then we also have the leg area for the duck. Nice thick pieces for the duck. So if you guys notice, I got roast pork, char siu, cold ginger chicken, and the roast duck. So a little bit of everything, of all the major proteins that you guys are used to with Chinese food. Oh, and it also comes with the choy sum as well. Because it's cold ginger chicken, there's also the cold ginger sauce. This pretty much goes with everything. So if you're not familiar with cold ginger sauce, it's basically ginger, green onions. Sometimes they have like cilantro in it, garlic, and oil. So this sauce pretty much goes with everything. You can make fried rice with this. You can put this in your poke. You can eat this with everything. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the chicken first. All right, got my chicken with the cold ginger sauce. Very good. You know, cold ginger sauce, not too salty, and the chicken is very, very moist. I'm really surprised at how moist it is. The chicken isn't as like cold as I would like it to be, but that's okay. Do you guys like your chicken cold or more like room temperature when you're eating the cold ginger chicken? I like mine's like super cold, like straight out of the refrigerator kind. Okay, so chicken is good as well. Now we are gonna go and try out the roast duck. So it didn't come with any dipping sauce, but it looks like they went and poured the, I don't know if you can see this, the sauce, the roast duck sauce on top of the rice and the duck. The roast duck is surprisingly tender as well. You know, I feel like sometimes you can't really go wrong with roast duck, you know, but this is also really good. So far, the chicken, the roast duck, the char siu, and the roast pork are all really good here. All right, the last plate that I got is a salted fish and chicken fried rice. So have you tried salted fish and chicken fried rice before? Let me know in the comments down below if you've had this dish, because this is actually like a really, really good dish that I think a lot of people don't know about. So there's some cabbage in here. It's a really simple dish. There's some cabbage in here, you know, some green onion, a little bit eggs, chicken, but what makes this stand out is a salted fish. Okay, so let me go and get that perfect bite right here. Very good. So salted fish is like a Chinese thing where they basically go and leave the fish out, put a bunch of salt on it, and they just let it dry out in the sun. So if you haven't tried salted fish before, your very first time, I recommend you trying it with the fried rice, because if you just straight on eat salted fish, I don't know if you're gonna like it, because a little bit goes a long way. The chicken is perfectly cooked. It's not dried. It's not dry at all. And as I go through here, there's little pieces of salted fish that's mixed in with all of this. This is so good. Yeah, so if your New Year's resolution is to lose weight, you probably don't want to be eating all this carbs. I also like how it's not too salty either. So everything here, there's the right amount of salt. You know, sometimes when you go to Chinese restaurants, They put so much salt in their food that like you just want to drink like 10 glasses of water right after, or like the next day you feel like bloated, you know. So being a Chinese guy, they have my seal of approval. There you have it, everybody. So that was Lagoon Chinese restaurant right by Nimitz off Lagoon Drive, and the Chinese food there is really good. So if you're ever in the area or you just want to go and try something different, you should go and check them out. I'll leave their information down in the description box down below. But one thing I would like to say is that the area is really busy during the day because of construction work, because they're doing the rail. The other thing is that I don't know how safe it is later in the evenings. I had to park on the street. The parking lot was closed when I went. So I don't know how safe it is to be walking around, you know, kind of like the industrial area there. But I think as long as you're aware of your surroundings, you should be okay. And thank you again to Food Fiend for doing a video on this, because if she didn't go and make that video, I wouldn't have known about it. And if you haven't seen my other video on Asian Mix, another Chinese plate lunch place on Beretania Street in town, make sure you guys check that out and subscribe to Food Fiend's channel. I'll also go and leave her information in the description box down below. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for all the comments and support. I'll see you guys again next week. Bye.